Are you tired of putting so much money into this game and getting absolutely nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMcCoin.com and use code GS for 15% off all your purchases, which include player training coins and more. Link is in the description. What's going on, guys? GS here, and welcome back to another Madden 20 video. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic, man. Ready for a nice, fun weekend of Legends, Mud Heroes, Weekend League, NFL football, playoff baseball. There's a lot of things going on this weekend, so hopefully you guys are ready for a nice, fun, fantastic weekend. So we're going to showcase some changes that we made that I'm really excited about. That it took a bunch of training. I had to use a bunch of resources. I had to use a ton of coins, but we got it done. And the weekend legends were already shown, and it's Jim Brown and it is Brian Urlacher. Now, I'm not getting Urlacher. None against Urlacher, but I already have Patrick Willis. I already have Lanier, and those are my run stoppers, and I'm not going away from them because they're just really, really dominant at what it is they do, which is block, shed, and stop the run. Like, I don't need another middle linebacker unless someone is going to remove Lanier away from that, run defense, and Urlacher isn't it. And Urlacher is very good. Pass protection, what I'm talking about. He's not a left guard when it comes to pass defense. But I don't have a defense where I have a linebacker out on the field, And if I do, and I feel like you're going to pass the ball, I'm going to just put a safety there who has better speed and better, zone coverage, man coverage, whatever it is I want to, run. But so we went ahead and we changed our Raiders chem, and we went with Broncos chem, and I'm loving it. I cannot tell a lie. Like, this defense looks insane. So offense, everything stays the same, except we got baby Gronk. I know. Relax. We got baby. We're going to get you guys full-blown Gronk, and I'm going to try to get you guys the video today. And if I get you guys the gameplay today, know that I spent at least $2 million for this card, and he's worth no more than like $700K. Let's be real. Like, the card is good, but he's not $200K. Like, come on. Who we get? Come on. But this defense, though, is wild. When I tell you this defense is wild. So, when I had the Raiders chem, I was able to get 2 players to a 94 overall. That included Khalil Mack, and that included, I think that was it, right? Was it just Mack? Because Willie Brown didn't go to a 94. And I don't think Howie Long did either. I think it was just Mack that was a 94. But we went to Broncos chem. I was like, I got Ty Law. I got Champ Bailey. The new Chris Harris looks disgusting. And then someone on Twitter hit me up like, yo, GS, like, Willie Brown is a Bronco too. So that's perfect. The Broncos right now, there's going to be better team coverage-wise. I think the Redskins are probably going to be the best. Because when they get themselves a Dion, you can go Champ. And there's like really a good, well, probably not the best, but, well, probably because Dion is just that good. Like, when Dion drops, if Dion drops, we don't know if he's going to. They can just not drop him this year. But if Dion drops, who are we kidding? He's going to be significantly the best, cornerback in the game. Like, it's not even going to be close. He's by far going to be the best cornerback in the game. And that alone makes you want to go 49ers, Cowboys, or Redskins. And again, if you go Redskins, you can go both Bailey and you can go Dion, and that right there alone is just going to be wild. But anyways, we swapped out Mac. We sold Mac for $777,777K, and I got the 91 Von Miller because I had the NET version. I just quick sold everything because I was an idiot when the new Mac came out, and I purchased Von Miller for $697K, which I'm a little tight about because about 15 minutes later he was up for $667. Like, go figure. But I basically got this. I got rid of Mac and got Von Miller, and I made $3K profit. Right? That's always a plus. I mean, that's always a plus. But Vaughn is a 94. Harris is a 94. Bailey's a 94. We have Willie Brown who's a 93. Ty Law's a 93. Like this, the pass coverage for the Broncos is disgustingly insane. I gotta drop the control of this. Now, you guys know that I consider Bailey like the best cornerback in the game. With more speed that's coming out, we got freaking Brandon Cooks we got to worry about. There's a lot of Momos out there. There's a lot of just speed demons out there when it comes to wide receivers. And we have ourselves someone that I feel very confident that can just lock whoever it is he's above down, because we run a lot of man up. I take advantage. It would be nice if I did. I take advantage of man up being so significantly good. Because not only do they really stick tight coverage and man coverage, the more important thing about man, someone said, yes, you should do a video about chemistries. The problem is it's probably going to get 1,500 views. I mean, I did a video, why brawler over sprinter, and I feel like it was a very good video. I feel like I was very, descriptive in detail on why brawler is the move over sprinter. Nobody watched it. There's a couple, no one watched it, right? Y'all just, y'all want to see the goons in action. Y'all don't care about my opinions. But when you go to man up, improved coverage, but the more important thing about it is catch knockouts in man-to-man. There are times where Bailey will get, well, not Bailey. Bailey doesn't get beat too often. But like Desmond Trufant, who I actually got rid of to bring Chris Harris on board, they would get beat, right? Because they don't have like the greatest press, or they don't have, they did like a nice little motion or a good route where they just not going to shut down every single receiver, because that's just unrealistic, right? But for the most part, they have very tight coverage. But even if they get beat, the knockouts, it's what really takes this ability to the next level. Is the fact that they'll catch the ball, but then with the man-up ability, they'll just go and slap it out of their hands more often than not. I want to say, like, if they actually do catch a pass in tight coverage, probably over 50%, probably 60 to 70%, they're going to knock it out. Unless it's such a clean separation to where they're nowhere near in the vicinity. If they're like a good 3 to 4 yard separation, then obviously it's not going to come into play because they're just too far. But if the coverage is tight, which it should be with man up, they should be, relatively close, they knock the ball out, and that's what makes the ability so good. Zone out has the exact same thing. If you throw in a zone and they're in, the vicinity, you can go on ahead and potentially knock the pass out because you get increased knockout chances, and that right there is really, really, really good. But anyways, let's take a look at this Bailey now with Broncos Chem maxed out to the point where, as much as I can with Coach Madden. Now, I can't get 40 out of 40 Broncos pass defense because I have Coach Madden. So we're going to go 28 out of 40, and that gives me tier, I think, 4 or 5 or 6? I'm not sure. Actually, let's take a look at what we get from the Broncos camp. So we are in tier 7, So we get +3 finesse move, +3 press, +2 catching, +2 power move, +2 man and zone to each and every single Denver Bronco I have on the team. Now, the only weakness that Champ Bailey and Chris Harris really had was their press. And I took a look. I was thinking about it. Once I found out Willie Brown was a Bronco, then that right there was a no-brainer. Because as of now, they're the only theme team in the game that can have 3 man-up abilities on the same team. There's no other team that can provide that. So I can give +3 press, man, and zone to all 3 of my corners with man-up ability, and they're the only team that can do that. Again, the only theme team right now that I feel like can surpass Broncos coverage-wise, just pure corners, because right now I have 4 corners with Broncos Chem, and they're like the top corners in the game, in my opinion. Is Redskins when Dion drops, because Dion by himself is going to be better than Champ and Harris and Ty Law, because he's just that good. But you take a look, 97 man, 91 zone, and 90 press. So this right here gives Champ Bailey a few things that he did not have before previously. One was +3 press, which is huge, right? It gives him better press, but he also surpasses the zone threshold, the zone minimum threshold of 90, to which before he could not. So that's huge. And then we got Chris Harris Jr. on the other side. We take a look at him, and he has the exact same 97 man, 91 zone, 90 press. And he also has 90 speed. So he has the same speed as Trufant, but his man coverage is so much higher. His agility, his play rec, And just everything about this card is phenomenal. And we're going to have him active with Man Up along with Bailey. And then Willie Brown was a Bronco. And the exact same thing I was able to deliver with the Raiders, Chem, which is the +2 man, +2 zone, +3 press, I can bring to him on the Broncos, Chem. So 96 man, 95 zone, 95 press. So I have 2 corners with 97 man, and then my third corner is 96 man, and they all have the zone threshold. And then we have Ty Law, who once he gets another MUT token for his captain upgrade, which should be the most feared promo, he's then going to be able to get Man Up again himself. So he's going to have 95 man, 95 zone. But right now he has 94 man, 94 zone with a press of 92. And not to mention Jalen Ramsey coming out. So Jalen Ramsey will be replacing Willie Brown on my Man Up. So whenever I run cover 0, we're going to go Bailey, we're going to go Harris, and then we're going to go Ramsey. Because Ramsey is going to be the best cornerback in the game, potentially. That height, that speed is pretty good. Everything about that card is just so dominant. And then we also picked up back Von Miller, and this Von Miller 94 overall, and he has 95 power move, 89 finesse move, 89 block shed, 95 play rec. I don't have any abilities on him right now because I know I'm just not going to have him active. So I'm excited to see what this man defense does, man. We've been working with it with the Raiders, Chem, and Willie Brown was really, really, really good. Champ Bailey was, dominant, and now he should be even better. And this Chris Harris should be just as good. Obviously not as fast, so I wouldn't put Harris on Moss. I wouldn't put him on Cooks and expect him to just deliver, shut down how I expect with Bailey because he's, 3 speeds slower. But, for the most part, with them being active, with Harris, Bailey, and we have Calvin active. It's going to be Bailey. Where's Willie Brown? It's going to be Bailey, Harris, and Willie Brown all active, and I think those guys are going to be goons, man. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they can do. I'm going to try to bring you guys gameplay today when we pick up that Gronk, and hopefully we can deliver that, guys, for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, man. We swapped a whole team, Chem, and we went in a completely different direction, and I think they're going to ball out. It's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and be signing out, man. It's your boy GS. We're going to go ahead and sign out. I said that twice already. Until next time, peace.